For today's video, I'm going to repaint this wheel. I painted it before, as you can see. I didn't put any clear coat in it. I stopped whenever I realized that my prep work just really wasn't good at all, and it clearly shows. So I'm going to use some citrus strip to unpaint the wheel completely and then repaint it. And I don't have my tripod with me, so... And this stuff does have to sit for like 30 minutes, so I'll be back then. You're supposed to let this sit for 30 minutes minimum. I let it sit for like an hour, and it's looking like it did some stuff, so I gotta find something to scrape it with. With a piece of cardboard, it came off really easily. Mostly really easily. I don't know how well it got the paint underneath, like the one I have to prep still, but it did get the spray paint pretty good. As much as I'd love to make this a video a how-to on how to like actually paint your tire, since I did the prep work for this one really incorrectly, used strictly the citrus strip, I have to just keep on adding layers and layers of this until all the paint is just completely gone, and or getting my wire wheel, which is at a friend's house with the 2cc that I have rebuilding. I have all my tools over there, so I'm just relying on the citrus strip right now. Here's the paint booth that some of you may have seen on Instagram. The wheel's prepped, ready for paint. Even the backside, I have it sanded and scotch-brighted there, which I will hit that after I hit the front. I'm just going to wipe down the front with some rubbing alcohol. So now, take off the valve stem. That'll do, that'll work. And no, I do not care about overspray on the wheels, since these wheels are going to get, or these tires are going to get replaced, so I'm just going to paint. There we go. There we go. Fixed it. Round 2 of primer. The issue I'm seeing is right here, a little bit of overspray. The worst I could do is sand that out, honestly. The insides of the lug nut holes seem alright. It's gonna get covered with black anyways. I think what I'll do is just like see how that piece of overspray does after it dries, and then maybe fix that. And then paint it with black. I think I'm done with the primer for now. Let me give y'all a close-up here. We got this little spot where my fingerprint was because I touched it whenever it was wet. I thought it was dry. Got this overspray line, and honestly, yeah, just that. Everything else looks fine. I just need to fix that. So I got some 320 grit sandpaper. I may have partially sanded it when it was like maybe partially wet, so it kind of feels like Play-Doh right now. But I sanded as much as I could just to fix all the imperfections. I'm going to wipe it down with isopropyl alcohol, 91%, to fix my overspray and my sanding flaws. And I'm going to hit it with one more layer of primer and then paint. Hi, dog. There's a dog out of frame right now. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? I'm gonna assume that it's fine now. And actually, yeah, it dries pretty quickly, so I'm gonna hit it with a primer now. Go bam, bam. Actually, I might want to go up and down on this one, not side to side. There we go. Most, if not all, imperfections were fixed in the primer layers. My only thing, I don't know if the camera can see it, but right here I maybe missed a spot, but not really. And there might be a little bit of overspray or inconsistency with there's a little piece of garbage right there, I don't know. Maybe an air bubble inside the paint. Nope, just a piece of dirt. Good enough. Jeez. Because there was a piece of, this is what happens when you paint outside. There was a small piece of freaking dirt. Alright, well, no more primer. I'm going to wipe that with the paper towel and then hit it with paint. Jeez, dude. Of course it ended up like that, because there was a piece of dirt! Ugh. It was so good too, and then there was just that piece of dirt there in the paint. I don't think it to be inconsistent. God dang it, dude. Okay, that's great. I refuse to show how detailed it is. All I know is that the texture is smooth enough. The wheel is primered enough. I have fixed as many errors as I could. It is an outside paint job, so I'm gonna make it like one. Oh, it's not perfect. You know what? Oh, jeez. I know if I paint it over that, it's just gonna look bad. That's the best it's gonna look. This, let's see what happens. Let me get a straight angle. There's this bug flying around, oh my god. So far it's looking like the one with the best prep had the worst execution, which is also my fault. I'm gonna stop caring and start painting. The sunlight may or may not be messing up the camera shot, but now what I'm gonna get the arcs first, and then I'm going to do side to side. This paint can getting kind of low, not completely empty. I could probably use it for this last layer, but I am choosing to use this semi-fresh one. Actually, I don't even think I've used this one yet. The texture from the mistake earlier is mostly gone. The overspray is still kind of visible, but it's flattened down. The valve stem is painted. Most of the wheel is smooth. The insides where the lug nuts sit are the correct color now. I just needed a stronger layer of paint on the very top. I'm just gonna let this sit for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then we're finally gonna move on to the clear, which there's a little bit less than half of this left, so I really gotta make this count or else I gotta buy another one. So I think like 2 strong layers of clear for the rest of the tire, and then whenever I get to the back side there, I'm not gonna primer that. I'm just gonna straight up paint it, because I painted the back and then I painted the front, and then realized that I did the prep wrong, so I had the paint stripped, or I stripped the paint, and then now the back side is just covered in primer, so I'm just gonna wipe it down and then repaint it. I already sanded it with a Scotch-Brite too, so it's just ready for paint. I'm back 1 hour later, ran some errands, let the clear coat, the first heavy layer of clear coat dry. The bad texturing up here, noticeable, but honestly it's not that bad with all the paint on there. The scratches down here, also noticeable, but not bad. The overspray Yeah, everything mostly got covered up. For a DIY paint job, it looks exactly how I want it to look. I'm just gonna hit it with one more layer of clear. I know damn well these wheels aren't perfect. They're not meant to be. All of them have imperfections, but they're all really good in my eyes. That's all that matters. Let's see whatever the heck that piece is, but whatever. We don't worry about that. Gonna let that dry for some time. In fact, I'm gonna let it dry having it turned around. Gonna let it dry like that. So the inside here, let's get you off the tripod. Gonna tape this off, and I'm just gonna, I guess, hit it with like a, I bought some more Scotch-Brite as well. Gonna hit it with some Scotch-Brite around the edge, or maybe not even that, maybe just alcohol. It's a 91 isopropyl with a paper towel. Something to clean off the surface before I paint it. And actually I might just get my little brush I have out there for all of this. Yeah, just clean off the surface, paint it. I'm not gonna bother primering it since it's mostly primered, except for it'll get brake dusted on anyways. It'll be fine. Y'all wanna see some movie magic? Dang it, that didn't work. I thought I would. Now I actually have to put the tape on. I thought the editing would have worked. It's crazy how I actually have to put the tape on now. Whatever. No movie magic. It's all taped up. Ready for a layer of paint. This one has more in it. This can's got more in it and more juice. Especially since I'm going to need to be at some angles. Right, gonna start from top to bottom. And I'm gonna let that dry. Along with the first 3 wheels that have just been sealed underneath cardboard for the past however long, these ones look the best. And this one just got done drying out in the open, and now it gets to sit on top of the other wheels and just sit in my house until I get the engine in. Right, this wheel is officially done. I think out of all the wheels, it's not the greatest, especially since this was an outside paint job, and I did make a bunch of mess ups along the way with this wheel specifically, but I like it. I like it where it's at, and I don't want to touch it. And this is what the cardboard looks like just on one side alone after painting all 4 wheels. Does it look that bad on the other side? Oh no, because the other side's unused. Anyways, Home Depot box for the clutch.